I hope you're having a great day. So today's video, I'm gonna be talking about the primers. So if you got oily skin or combination skin or big pores, then this video is for you, so keep watching. Alright, so I got quite a few primers in front of me. So all of these primers, by the way, that I'm gonna be talking about is tested by me and my super oily skin. I think it's not even all that I've tested. With the oily skin, first of all, what you're looking for on the packaging is mattifying or shine reducing, shine killer, pore blurring. Any of these keywords describing the primer should work for you. I personally do like a lot the silicone based primers, but once it does feel a bit greasy in the beginning if you touch it, but then you apply, it kind of blurs out your big pores. Because if you have an oily skin, let's admit it, you have a big pores as well. That's why your skin is oily, because it overproduces too much, excess oil through the pores. So it means you need something that would cover up those big pores and blur it, because if you're not gonna do that, it's gonna show up after you apply the foundation. So the primers that I don't like at all, and I don't think it works, is the setting spray primers. This one is by NYX, so it's a setting spray primer. It literally does nothing to me. It's like I wouldn't have a primer. I don't feel like I have. My pores are still super pronounced and my skin is still shiny. By the way, before applying the primer, I would recommend for you to apply your moisturizer, let it dry, or use one of the little gadgets like this. So basically it makes your skin absorb any face product that you use faster and deeper into the skin, therefore work better for you. So that would speed up your morning routine prior applying the makeup. After you do that, I would recommend to take a simple tissue and just kind of blot on your skin to get any excess oil prior doing anything else, and then go with a primer. Like I said, there we have a keyword or shine killer or mattifying or pore blurring, because any of these should work for your oily skin. I have my favorites in front of me. Oh, by the way, I have this one. This is not favorite. If you have oily skin, it's not gonna work for you. The Bear With Me Hem Radiant Perfecting Primer. So what caught my eye? The Perfecting Primer, because I thought, perfecting, oh my god, I need to blur out, my big pores. What I didn't read is radiant. So this is what you're not looking for in your primer or foundation for a matter, because if you have oily skin, your skin is already radiant enough. So this primer is a no-no if you have oily skin like I do. If you want super radiant look or super dewy look, then go with it. It's your face, do whatever you like, but in my opinion, I used it once, I did a proper review, it's on my channel. It looks pretty, skin looks super dewy if you're going for that look. Alright, so another primer that didn't do any good for me. I mean, as a primer, as a mattifying primer or pore blurring primer, it didn't work. This worked better for me as a face cream, and this one is the Too Faced Hangover Primer. Honestly, it just worked for me like a face cream. It looks like a face cream. It makes your skin feel better and super moisturized and all. And moisturizing is really important part, especially if you have oily skin. So your skin doesn't feel as dry and doesn't produce as much excess oil. It feels amazing on the skin. My skin now feels super moisturized, but it doesn't blur your pores or make your skin matte. I really like this formula. I really like the ingredients, so I kind of double stack my primers. So I would use this one as a first primer, and then I go with a mattifying primer or a pore blurring primer on the top after this dried off. Okay, so another primer that was super hyped up and I did actually like when I first tried it, but then I don't really reach out for this much, is the NYX CanStop One Stop Primer. I do like this CanStop One Stop foundation as it's really matte and it sits nicely all day long. It doesn't separate over pores or look cakey or anything. Really like this foundation. But this primer, you see how thick it is to begin with? It's not as liquidy as this Hangover one was. So this primer at first feels super nice. It's exactly what I'm looking in the primers. It feels a bit like silicone-ish because it blurs literally any imperfections. But then it starts drying. It dries to like a white film kinda. It has this texture on. I mean, you can hide it later with your foundation and all, but this is the only reason that I didn't like. After applying it on, it feels like it's tightening your pores. Literally, this is the feeling, and that's what I didn't like. It definitely works though. My skin was the mattest probably ever after using this. Like, I had zero shine after wearing this all day long, but it's just the only thing, the tightening feeling. I didn't like that. Like, I'm not really a fan of this particular primer just for that. The primers what I really like, Shine Killer by NYX, is once again it's like a silicone based primer, wears all day long nicely and looks nicely. Another by NYX primer that I like is a pore filler. Honestly, this blurs out any imperfections on the face and is good if your skin is oily as well. Another NYX primer that I don't have with me now is the Angel Veil, I think it's called. Amazing primer, absolutely amazing. If I would need to choose CanStop or OneStop, I'll go for Angel Veil one because it blurs out the imperfections and is good for your oily skin. Another even cheaper, so these were more expensive primers that works for your oily skin. I bought and rebought so many of these pore blur primers from Revolution. Such an amazing product. It's Blur and Prime Primer Pore Blur. See, even the logo cleaned off because I just use it so much. Absolutely love it. So once again, it has like a thicker texture, but then it just blurs out any imperfections. Goes so nicely on the skin. Love it. It feels nice. It doesn't feel greasy or oily or anything. Yeah, amazing primer. This is definitely one of my favorite primers. Another primer that I really like by Revolution is the Mattify Matte and Fix Primer. So this one is really mattifying, although it's not as like pore blurring. You see how liquid it is, and I do prefer more of a thicker consistence primers. It does feel nice. It definitely do what it says. It mattifies skin, but I like to kind of blur my pores as well while I my primer, so my base is better for, you know, later applying the foundation. But nevertheless, good product that I would definitely recommend. But another favorite, I even finished the tube. It's nearly empty, is the Conceal and Fix by Revolution, the smooth and rich formula to ensure a fully matte complexion and a shine-free base full foundation. You guys, this primer is my absolute holy grail at the moment. Like, I need to get another bottle because it's just a tiny bit left in this one. Can't recommend more. I think my favorites from what I showed you now, number one would be this one, Conceal and Fix. I use it literally in my every video. If you follow my channel, you've probably seen. Then the Pore Blur by Makeup Revolution, the cheaper ones and super affordable. And then from the NYX, I would go for Pore Filler or the Angel Veil. That's my top favorite primers that definitely work if you have the oily skin, and it does blur your pores as well, and it wears beautifully all day long. It doesn't make foundation look cakey or anything, especially if you have problematic skin like I do have rosacea and acne breakouts. If you follow my channel, you probably know this already. These are products that works for my super problematic oily skin. So I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and you found this helpful. If so, please don't forget to press the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more, and let me know in the comments down below what you would like to see next up on my channel, and I shall see you very soon. So thank you so much for watching, and bye. Have an amazing day, guys.